Hello friends, I'm Nancy with Simply Quilting. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to finish making my placemats. I have all of my pumpkin blocks made to go in the center of those. Now this is the original one that I made, but I discovered that I didn't have enough of this side sashing that I'm pointing at here to do all 10 of my placemats, but I found this in one of my bins, and it's the same fabric, but it's just a different colorway. So I thought, well, I'll do 5 of them with this and 5 of them with this, and actually this looks kind of fallish anyway, so I think this will be great. So I'm going to do one of these first, and then I'll compare the 2 of them and see how they will go together. Okay, I think I'm going to try to do the ones that have this light green color in with this one, because I think that will match pretty well. So we'll take 2 of these for each one. So let me get these out of the way. So I'm just going to sew one of these on each side. All right. And actually that green really matches this green down here. So I think that's going to be really cute. Now let me see which other ones have that color in, and I'll do those first. Hopefully I had that color in some of my other ones, but not that one. That one does, so that'll be 1. And this one does. There's 3. Oh, that's all. So only 3 have that green color in. So now I've got to decide which other ones will look good with these colors. Not that one so much. That one has a green, but it's not really the same color of green. This might be okay because it has this goldish check or plaid. So let's put that as a maybe. That one has that too. I only needed 2 more, didn't I? That one has it as well. And so does that one. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see if so this one has that check, and it also has this little light green here. I'm getting too nitpicky. I just need to take the 5 that I picked out and do those, and then I'll do these others with this darker color. So I think that'll be great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stitch these onto these other 4. I'm just going to stitch them onto one side, and then I'll flip it over and chain stitch it to the other side. I think this is going to be pretty cute. Let's see, I think I'll lay it down this way so that I can see my seams. press these out. Yes, I think I'm going to like this. I like the variety of the two different kinds. Let me hold this one up. Yeah, I do think I like that. Okay. Now then, I just have to do the same thing with these. Found this green check. I had a 2-yard cut of it. I didn't have anything in my strip baskets. So I found this, so I'm going to go ahead and sew. I've cut it to 1.5 inches wide. I'm going to go ahead and sew these on the top and bottom. I think that'll look good. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, there's the top and bottom done. Now I wonder, I like that. I like that because it's not too overpowering. It's kind of calm. Alright, now let's see how long these strips need to be, these last ones. 12.5. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do all of these, and then I'll come back and cut the 12.5 inch ones and put them on that side. Actually, this 2-yard cut of this green check was all part of that same batch of fabric that was given to me, all of these. But it was such a large piece that I decided not to cut it up into smaller, the 8-inch squares. I think the rest of them were about 1 yard or less. Okay, ready to do the ends. And these are the outside edges, so I've got to make sure I backstitch. I like those. Now if I can just get the other one, find the right fabric for the facing on the other one. I need something that will coordinate with this and this. So I'll have to go digging again and see what I can find to go with these. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I am doing more scrapping, and I didn't have enough of one color of check to go all the way across, so I'm using a light green and a light brown, and I'm stitching a seam and stitching those together in order to have it wide enough to put across the top and bottom. And then I'm going to put the little red check on the sides. I don't know if you remember the other ones that I did. I just put a dark green plaid or check on them. I'll show you those again in a second. But I've got these three left, and I need to do the red. Keep grabbing the strings. I need to do the red on each side with these three, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. Alright, let me give these little facings a press, and then we will have all of our placemats finished. So here are the ones that I just finished. I have gone completely scrappy on these 5. So I have the light green check and the light brown check on the top and bottom, and then I have the red check on the side, on both sides. So there are these 5. Alright, so there are those 5. And honestly, I think I like these scrappier ones better than I do the other ones. Let me show you those. These are the ones we did before that have the sort of the darker green little plaid or check in there for the outside borders. But anyway, these are done. And I actually have 11 because this was the one that I did as a sample. And I didn't have enough of this red to do all 10 of my placemats in red. But I mean, I could use this one on an end table or something, on the bar or something. But I have 10, I have these and these, and I can alternate these because I have 10 chairs at my table. Now, I said I didn't have enough red, and I didn't have enough even to do this. I had other colors of this that I could have splashed together, but none of them really looked good, I didn't think. So I decided to go with this, and where I got this was from that big fat border that I had on my table runner. I was thinking that it was way too big anyway, so let me take one of each of these over there and I'll show you what my plan is, and we'll take a look at the table runner, and then I'm going to be ready to start quilting these. Alright, here's my table runner. As you can see, I still have a nice sashing border on there. Border, I guess you would call this the border. And I think it's going to be just about perfect. And then here, let me show you how this one would look with it. I think that one's going to look great. This one, I'm not real crazy about the green check, but I think it'll blend in okay. I think it'll be fine. And really the magic happens when you quilt. When you get your pieces quilted, that just brings them up a whole notch, doesn't it? Alright, so here are my placemats finished, and you saw the table runner. So I can't wait to get these on the long arm and get started quilting them.